So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. Now, you lot are sitting there going, oh, you lot are late. We're actually a day early because this show normally happens on a Thursday. So you can all get in the bin because we're early. Goonie, how you been, man?
Yeah, man, I've been all good. Like everyone else, have been enjoying the World Cup, man. Obviously, we've got lots to talk about in this stream. You get me, but I've been good, my brother.
Mm. Yeah, man, we've got a whole lot to talk about as well. Gooni's link is in the title of the video, so make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. We've already got the Ronaldo fangirls crying in the chat, so we might as well just start off with him. I will cry as much as I want about this crybaby, so I can cry, he can cry, we can all cry together. Bro, what did you make of him being benched and not joining in the warm-up? His reaction for being subbed the other day, which was what got him benched. And then when they were all celebrating at the end, he just walked off down the tunnel. Like,
Well,
what is it with this guy, bro?
This is the thing. Maybe, just maybe, if his mentality and his attitude didn't stink the way it did, he might have been contributing more both club and country. Has anyone thought about that? Do you know what I mean? But you see the whole situation with Ronaldo, he's made his own bed. He's got a lie in it. And I feel it was actually quite fitting for that youngster up front to be getting a hat trick as well. The first player to get a hat trick in the World Cup, it sort of signifies the end of Ronaldo. That was the final nail in the coffin for him if he continues on this form.
Oh, 100%, mate. That guy's third goal as well. What a finish, man.
Even the first one.
Oh, yeah, mate. All three goals were decent, to be fair. In fact, all of the Portugal goals, every single one of them were pretty good goals, weren't they? But that third goal, I thought he overrun it. Yeah, and then that little dink, man. Sick goal. And then the little crybaby's face when he was coming on, man. It was one of them little wry smiles as if to say, I know I'm completely dusted.
Yeah, he scored.
He's only one behind Eusebio's record as well. Do you know that?
Huh?
He's only one behind Eusebio's record for his country.
Well, they're not going to let him break it by the looks of it.
Yeah, man. If he don't play in the next game, because penalties don't count. So if it goes to a penalty shootout against Morocco and he scores a pen, that don't count. Yeah, so yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see if he breaks the record, because I'll tell you what, next round of Portuguese games, I don't think he's going to be in them, mate.
I don't think so either. I don't think so. But you know, one thing I will say, yeah, is that there's a group of fans from each of the top fan bases that are saying, should we make a bid for Goncalo or whatever this guy's name is, who was up from Gonçalo Ramos? Should we make a bid for him? It's one game. Can you see how reactionary people are, bruv?
That's what people do, bro. That's modern day. Modern day. One good game, you get a contract, 100 grand a week. Yeah, Eddie Nketiah scored 5 goals that took us from 4th to 5th. Give him 100 grand and the King's number on his back. Right? Because the fans were like, oh, sign him up, Eddie. Yeah, same with this lad. Yeah, I knew it had happened. As soon as he scored that third goal, I was like, right, cue all of these people from Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, United, like maybe not so much City, but the other clubs. I was like, yeah, I guarantee they're all going, oh, yeah, we should get him. He's young, he's quick, he scores. One game, mate. It's one game against one of the worst teams in it.
Yeah, no, but to be fair, a lot of people say he's been very good with Benfica. His form coming into the World Cup has actually been quite hot. But how many people have actually legitimately been watching him week in, week out at Benfica?
No one.
Exactly. The only person I really believe is Northside.
Yes. It's true. It's true, bro. These people sit there. These are the same people, right? That sit there and say, oh, yeah, the French league, it's a farmers league. What, you're telling me you're watching Portuguese football then? Shut up, man. These people chat rubbish. It's the same when we've been linked to this Mudryk guy. Nobody watches Ukrainian league, bro, unless you're Ukrainian. Like, you're not watching that league. Why would you sit there on a Saturday night and go, do you know what? I'm not going to watch Saturday night football in the Premier League. I'm going to put on Shakhtar Donetsk tonight. You're not going to do that. Stop lying. It's mad. Nobody's watching Benfica when their team's playing, bro, or other big games on. It ain't happening.
Do you know all that performance said to me yesterday was, yeah, keep an eye out on this kid. Let's see what he's about. That's the message of rational feel. Like, I'm not trying to be arrogant here, because I know most people think that, a lot of people think this way as well. It's like, okay, cool, he's back the hat trick. We got to keep an eye on this kid. He might be a little something. Yeah, but it's too early to make these calls. Is he good enough to play for Man City, all these top clubs, bruv? Let him develop. Yeah, he only just learned his name yesterday.
Mate, nobody knew. Yeah, me and Rance were doing a show. Yeah, and we see the starting 11. I was like, "Who's this G Ramos up front, bruv?" I said, "What?" I said, "Like they've replaced Ronaldo with some nobody," and then he went and bagged that trick.
It's usually how it works, though, Guns. Trust me, bruv.
Well, no, it's funny though, man. Like, but his reaction, bro, he's just a spoiled little brat, isn't he, man? Like, and I'm here to ruin him every single day. I can't stand him. Yeah, literally can't stand him. He is so salty. Yeah, then you got Piers Morgan, who might as well just be his agent now on. Like, sitting there going, he hasn't accepted a deal. He hasn't. He really hasn't. I know for a fact he hasn't. Mate, are you sleeping in the same bed as him or something?
Did you see him quote tweet that geezer with what Ronaldo had for breakfast? He was like, somebody said he had something for breakfast.
Yeah.
Actually, he prefers cheese and eggs. I was like, you actual bruv.
The guys are wrong, mate. The guys are wrong. And big up Chike with the donation. Big up to everyone watching, man. There's 250 in there real quick as well. So make sure you show some love to Gooni's channel. The link's in the title. Make sure you show some love to this by liking it. And big up Chike says, evening, Lee and Goonie. Who wins between Netherlands and Argentina on Friday? Messi FC, bro. And what are your thoughts on Spain getting knocked out in around the 16 again? Not even making a single penalty. Mental. Bro, do you know what? I was disappointed with Spain. Yeah, because they knew Morocco were going to sit deep and try and counter-attack. Yeah, which is exactly why Morata should have started. Yeah, because they ain't got anything. They put Asensio up front. Like, make that make sense. Like, no, that guy is useless.
Oh,
he's been nicking a living at Madrid for years, mate. Like Dani Ceballos and that. Like, do you know what I mean? How are these boys playing for Madrid still? Yeah, but to put him up front, yeah, when you've got Morata on the bench who's already bagged, what, 2 or 3 goals?
Yeah.
Like, mate, I'm baffed. But do you know what? Big up Morocco, man. They defended so well in that game.
It was world-class defending. Oh, it was desperate Dan at times, 100%. Like, especially they got lucky with the Sarabia chance right at the end of extra time.
Oh, yeah, right in the post, yeah.
As a whole, it was some of the best defending I'd seen. Now, that Aguerd and flipping Amrabat as well, my goodness me. Like, they put in absolute monster performances yesterday, so fair play to them. But you see that Netherlands versus Argentina game, yeah? I'm looking at it. Obviously, I'm putting respect on Messi's name, but I'm looking at the bench, at the managers, bruv. I don't like the Argentina manager, bro. And tactically, I feel Van Gaal's been he's been quite underrated this tournament. I think tactically, he's really been on it. He's been getting it right as well with the Netherlands, bruv, especially defensively. Because that's one position where I was looking at them thinking, because like before the tournament, I'll say this, I did underestimate them. I thought up front, they're not great. At the back, I feel they'll suffer. Van Dijk ain't really been putting in the best performances. Nathan Ake can be solid, but let's see how he is outside City. Denzel Dumfries, I'm not a fan of. Do you know what I mean? And this goalkeeper, I'd never heard of him. Do you know what I mean? But they've done a decent job. They've actually done a very decent job, man. So I think that's going to be a lot closer than what people think. I don't think it's as clear cut as Argentina just going through as a formality, bruv.
Yeah, they have been underrated. Nobody's talking about them and talking them up to say they can win it. But if they're going to win it, they're going to do it the hard way. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because they've got to beat Argentina. They're most likely going to get Brazil after that, and then they'll probably end up with France.
How many times, yeah, are we all humbled as fans when it's usually the teams that go about their business quietly that end up lifting up the trophy? It happens so much, so much. yeah, exactly. Case in point. But you've got people in the comments that want to discuss the penalties, Guns.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What the Spain penalties?
Yeah,
man. Bro, let me say something, right? That lad that came on, the skinny KSI, bruv, yeah, Williams, Neco Williams, yeah, bro, that guy tore their left back a new one, yeah. He was
rapid, bro.
He had no quality. He had no final ball that was of any quality, man. But I was just sitting there screaming, "Get the ball to him! Get the ball to him!" because he was making stuff happen. I was shocked they took Ferran Torres off for him, though. I thought they should have took off that Marcus Llorente, bro. Yeah,
he had a stinker.
Did you see the way Sofiane Boufal just shimmied
and he dropped him? Oh,
at that point, bro, I was sitting there going, "Get him off now! You've just ended him. Get him off." Yeah, but they shouldn't have took Ferran Torres off because I thought he played pretty well. Like, but they should have switched him onto the opposite side and put Williams on the side Ferran was on. Yeah, and then they've got 2 bits of quality then, like, or 2 bits of pace and trickery. Maybe not so much quality with Williams, but he's raw in it. But Bro, them penalties to take him off after bringing him on, to bring Sarabia on, and then that is one of the worst penalties you ever see, right? And Enrique was sat there, and I was just looking at him thinking, bro, where's Morata in all of this? Because you're getting Busquets on the penalty.
I understand that choice. Morata, from a psychological perspective, that guy is a bottle job. He would have pissed his pants on that penalty spot.
Right, if you want a penalty taker, you go with a striker first, man.
Facts.
Get the goal on the back of the net. Yeah, get the point, the goal on the board. Yeah, and then you can work from there. But I knew as soon as Morocco were going first, I knew it was curtains. Yeah, I knew it was curtains. Yeah, but they're penalties, mate. That Hakimi penalty.
Oh my god,
bro! To have the audacity to just step up and just Panenka it. It weren't even a high Panenka. It was a little low one.
Yeah, he shagged it, bro. He flopped the Panenka, but he got lucky.
In the Copa America final, wasn't it? Just a little dink. Yeah, bro, them penalties were sick. But the Spain penalties, bro, you'll never see a worse batch of penalties than that for a long, long time.
There was quote saying that Luis Enrique only allowed penalty takers that done 1,000 hours of practice before the
tournament. It's mad. Let me just quickly say something up about the title, yeah? Pulisic swap for Coman, bro. And that's what it says in the title. Yeah, Pulisic swap for Coman. Yeah, obviously Goonies Chelsea, so we're coming to that in a bit, bro. But yeah, that was the worst set of penalties I think I've seen. Yeah, in a long, long time. Yeah, in a long, long time. But I actually think that Portugal are going to struggle against them, man. The only thing I'll say is Morocco run their socks off. Yeah, they're going to have to be getting spa treatments for every single minute of the day until that game, mate, because they're going to be knackered. Yeah, and the way Portugal can pass you to death as well. But the thing is, they are probably set up to play bigger teams. Yeah, play bigger countries because they'll just sit back and soak it up. And the way they were defending, bro, it was mad. You just could not get through them. It was like watching Atletico Madrid. Like real talk. It was just ridiculous level of defending. Yeah, and all the people that are sitting there going, Spain are out, These are the same people, by the way, that say that's anti-football.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true, isn't it?
They hated Mourinho for it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. They hated Mourinho. They hate Simeone. But it's because it's Morocco and they beat Spain. Nah, that's great. I turn it in. Yeah, it was great defending, man. And the art of defending is going out of the game. So that was a great performance. And they had some chances. That chance, I can't remember the lad's name. He was clean through on goal. And then got back and just towed it in. Did you see his face? He looked up. He was like, where the fuck did he come from?
There's like several opportunities where they should have really put the game to bed. They should have never gone to extra time. But you're right, though, Lee, bruv. I reckon when it gets to Portugal, they're going to, I think that's the end of the road for them. Because even if they put in a defensive performance that they did against Spain, Spain still had chances. And my thing is that when you look at Portugal as a whole up top, they're a hell of a lot more clinical than Spain. João Felix, Rafael Leao, who doesn't even start, for goodness sake. Now you got this Goncalo kid to add to the mix. They've really got a lot of threats. João Felix, the game that he had, oh my goodness me. Hat-trick of assists, isn't it?
Yeah.
That he got.
Yeah, he was class. He was class. Even Leao when he came on, man. Fucking what a goal.
Yeah,
I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing. I think he had a spliff on the go, but at that point, he was just like, I don't give a shit if it goes 6 or 7 now, mate. Just score. Like, just get out of it. Yeah, but his goal was class, man. All the goals were good. Yeah, yesterday was a good day of football, man. The games like that Spain game was a Morocco game was mad. Yeah, because it was so like there was a stat that came up that said Spain had 800 passes completed and Morocco had 208. Yeah, but Morocco at that point when it flashed up with that in the second half, I was like, if Morocco have had the best chances. Exactly. And Spain's passes were sideways. Bro, they had nothing. And the thing is, Enrique will probably get sacked because some of his decisions were weird, man. Playing Rodri at centre-back is weird.
But this is what I was saying before. Like, one, he's got no plan B. And two, I could see at first I said, because I think I said it on here, I said, I see why Rodri is playing there from a possession-based perspective and from someone who can play from the back. Because in terms of the basic defensive positioning and understanding, he's got it at a very basic level to be playing centre-back. Understandable. When you're facing better quality teams or you're deeper into stages of tournaments, you can't be taking them risks. That's when you can't be doing anything. So that's what tells you that he went in there with only one plan A and he was going to spam it. There was no plan B. None.
Did you see when he put his hand on his head when the guy went clean through and then Laporte challenged him?
Yeah.
He knew, man. He was like, "That's it, we're out." Because
That's
that
it,
was
game
like,
over.
yeah. But bro, the fact that he was sat down on them penalties told me he weren't confident anyway. He just sat down. He was sat in the chair. Yeah, and a manager that's confident, yeah, he'll be out, chest puffed out, like, yeah, my team are going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, and listen, I like the fact that Potter don't stand up a lot, yeah, like, and I like that he's not dictating the game all the time, yeah. But bro, when it comes to penalties, I want to see my manager standing up, yeah, standing on the touchline, yeah, linking arms and all of that one. Like, we're doing this. We got the best players in that. Bro, he was just sat there like that, slumped in his chair when he done them pens. I was just like, you don't rate your team, mate. Yeah, you don't rate your team. You don't, bro. I said this at the very start of this tournament. Yeah, I said they're my dark horses to win it because they're that shit. They might be good.
They might be good, yeah.
Yeah, and then they went and slapped 7 in the first game. Yeah, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, how'd they score 7 goals? And then I even said it. I think Gary Neville said it as well. They haven't got enough goals in that team.
You can even see that every single Spain player that stepped up was shit scared of taking their penalties. Sarabia was scared to bits. I think
he was like a rabbit in the headlights, mate. As soon as he's standing there. But did you see it on, was it the Busquets one? I think it was the Busquets one where the keeper was telling him which way he's going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going, I'm going right. I'm going right. I'm going to dive right. No, it might have been the one before Busquets, actually. I can't remember. It was one of the second or third.
No, Busquets was the wink at the bench saying, I got this. Yeah, that was the Busquets one.
Bro, them penalties were shocking, mate. Real bad penalties. But listen, big up to Morocco, mate. Take nothing away from them because on the balance of play, they weren't outclassed. Yeah, they didn't really, the goalkeeper wasn't even being peppered. The better chances fell to Morocco, apart from that chance right at the end of the game, where they shanked the post. Other than that, Morocco deserved to go through. It's funny, yeah, because there's so many Moroccans here. When I came out the house to come here, because I was doing a show with Rens, I came out the house, bro, and there was Moroccans driving around with the flags out the window.
Going mad.
Bro, they were going in. Yeah, they were going in. Yeah, it was crazy, man. But yeah, big up to them, man. Hopefully they slap up the underwear model in the next round as well. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah, that's sick. But let's move on to Chelsea, man. Before we get on to Jesus as well. So I want to talk about Jesus, but we'll talk about Chelsea first. Have you seen the story that you're linked to a swap Pulisic for Kingsley Coman? Bro, I've never really rated this guy, bro. And he's had the same dead haircut for about 15 years. Like, seriously, change your barnet, bro.
I see.
Thing. Do you remember he had the stupid? Has he still got that? He ain't. I think he shaved it.
The little thing at the back. I don't think he's got that.
To be part of the rat army, bro.
They probably took the piss out of him and said, "Yeah, that's not it, brother. It's not been it for fucking years, bro. Since before you were born. So just let it go." But yeah, I saw the links, but for me, I always wait for either your Matt Laws, Fabrizio Romano, or Dave Ornsteins to come out and really say something about them stories. That's when I'll really pay attention to it. But yeah, with Coman, I don't think he's a terrible player. I think he is overrated as well. And I think injuries have ruined him slightly. And that's another concern. Are we swapping one injury-prone player for another injury-prone player? Granted, I think Coman's record in recent seasons has been better than Pulisic's, but that's still not saying much. In terms of are we upgrading in quality comparing Coman to Pulisic? I 100% think so. But is it an option that I would choose? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't go for him either. I think he's been massively overhyped, man. Yeah, based on just the fact he's got pace and he's played for Bayern Munich. That's it. Like, no disrespect, but Choupo-Moting plays for Bayern Munich. It's true. He does, bro. That guy's had a result. He played for PSG and now he plays for Bayern.
He's not. I don't. Like I said, I don't think he's a horrible player. I think he's all right, but
he just never. For me, he's just never developed and kicked on to have that start
to being that world class level player.
Yeah, he's good. Don't get it twisted. He's good. Yeah, but I don't think he's ever progressed. I think he's
that's correct. That's right. I'm not putting him up there with the Usmans and them man there, bro. I can't do that. Maybe the tier below, but again, to a lot of people, they'll think, oh, Guni thinks he's a shit player. No, that's not saying he's a rubbish player, bruv. Elite players are the creme de la creme. Like, just because you're not elite, does that make you a bad player? No, that's what I'm saying. But For me, there's other options out there that I'd rather go for. I believe that, that's probably his agent putting this player out there. But if that is the case, Chelsea are very heavily interested in Rafael Leao, have been since last summer. So I'd be very surprised if we do go for this guy. That would actually tell me that Leao's either A, going to re-sign with AC Milan, or B, he's going to be probably picked another club. So we have to see what happens there.
Yeah, it's true, man. Yeah, that Leao is getting linked to everyone. Literally everyone. It's mad. Like every time I Google Arsenal transfer news, I see his name pop up or see his name pop up linked to somebody else. It's like, it's crazy, bro. It's actually mad. And the funny thing is, none of these players are going to go in January, I don't think. Especially like the likes of Leao and Felix and players like that.
Yeah, they're not leaving.
None of them are going to leave their clubs in January. Ain't happening. Yeah, and if they do, it's going to take stupid money to get them. Yeah, so like you got to kind of look the next tier down, isn't it? Yeah, and you got to ask the question, right? Whoever wrote that story, because I don't believe that it's a Pulisic swap for Coman. Yeah, but whoever wrote that story, mate, yeah, like well done. Like honestly, well done. Yeah, but I think we should become journalists. I think we should.
Lazy journalism. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll make up a story tomorrow or the next day. I might just start.
So out. This is what I'm seeing in the comments. Leao's going to Real Madrid. Is he starting over Vinicius?
Nope.
So why is he going to Real Madrid for? He's not going to another club to sit on the bench. And then what about Rodrigo and these man that actually get goals as well off the bench? They're not shit players and they're still on the bench. Yeah, Real Madrid also about to sign Endrick as well. So where is Leao going? Because Endrick he's not only a striker, he can play. He's a forward. He can play either one of the positions. So I don't see where Leao's going to be fitting in there. So you got to look at it. Barcelona, you got to forget about them because financially they don't even know if they're going to be a club in the next 5 years. You know what I mean? So that's the next thing over there. So it only leaves a few options: Man City, Chelsea, obviously Arsenal if they're interested. The clubs that can afford him. So let's see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%. Listen, there's over 400 people watching this. We've got 106 likes. The math ain't mathing, people. So let's get that sorted real quick. When was the last time Spain won a trophy? 2014, wasn't it?
I can't even say nothing about that because
it was 2014, bro. I think it was 2014. But they had their golden period, but their golden period actually won something.
Well, they dominated, to be fair.
Yeah, unlike Belgium's golden generation and England's golden generation, it didn't do nothing. So yeah, at least Spain actually did something. They won the Euros and the World Cup, didn't they? So I think that was 2014. Yeah, because France won 2018. Was it 2012? Was that? Yeah, it was 2014. No, Germany won the 14.
They won the Euros in 2012.
Yes, you're right. And 2010, they won the World Cup. Spot on.
Yeah.
Was it that long? 10 years. Wow. And they've still got Busquets stinking it up in midfield. Crazy.
Still got Busquets, bruv.
Busquets has been good, but he's nowhere near what he used to be, is he?
They need to let him go, man. They're just abusing him at this stage.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, bro, they're a bit dusted. I can't lie. But we knew that when they were coming into the tournament.
Yeah,
but that's why I was just like, they're so shit. They might actually do something crazy. Yeah, it was in South Africa. Big up everyone who's dropped donation there. I've replied to everyone who has. Big up to everyone who's liking the stream as well. Yeah, South Africa was the last time they won it. Big up Algerian Guna, Iniesta. Yeah, Iniesta, Fabregas assist. The snake got the assist. That's how our fans go on. The snake. Yeah, they've done the treble. 2008, 2010, 2012. Wow, that's mad. 3 in a row. Crazy. But yeah, man. Let's move on to Gabriel Jesus. I want to show a picture of Jesus. Let me see if I've got it. Have I got it on here? I think I might have it. Because he's had his surgery. He's had his knee op. It's done. He's had it. He's extremely happy with it. Let me see if I've got it. No, I've not got the picture of it. But yeah, he's had his surgery. He's posted out on his Instagram with his crutches in his hand. Bro, we're pretty fucked, aren't we? Now Jesus is out. We're pretty shafted. What do you think we're going to do? Do you think we're actually going to go out and replace him, or do you think we're just going to wing it with Eddie?
Before I even say anything about that, shame on the rival fans, including some of the Chelsea fans I've seen say, look at Gabriel Jesus, he's injured. Yeah, I don't laugh at injuries. I don't find it funny at all. Doesn't matter if you're a rival or not. Do you know what I mean? These men dedicate their lives to entertain us at the end of the day. Yes, they get paid for it, but it still does come at a price, as you can see. So to laugh at that, I think is pretty low. So hope he has the best recovery. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully he can be back soon doing what he loves best. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of how that's going to affect you, I've always maintained, Guns, like in terms of how freely your scoring goes, yes, but without him, you can still get goals. It might be a 1-0 to the Arsenal team. I've already said so many times, my concern wouldn't be necessarily just him. You might be able to get away with that. It's if you lose Saliba, if you lose Thomas Partey, those two in your spine for me are more important in terms of making the team tick and keeping things consistent and clean at the back. And that's the most important things. I'm a firm believer, goals win you games, defense wins you titles. So it's key that you keep them man fit.
Yeah, 100%. Everything's gone through him this season, even though he's not scored loads of goals. You know, he's got what, 5 goals, 5 assists in the league, I think. But bro, somebody put in the chat that he looks extremely happy to be injured. Bro, you should see the big smile on his face that he's holding these crutches. It's like, why are you so happy?
He might be happy that he can still play football. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe,
yeah,
that's true.
because you know, with the moment of injuries, like sometimes when you think the worst, you might think, shit, am I going to be the same player again? Am I going to come back? But luckily enough, technology, do you know what I mean? It can tell you, flipping out, it's going off over there. Technology can tell you early what your chances are of coming back. So yeah, he might just be happy and grateful.
Yeah, true. Yeah, for everyone asking in the chat, he's going to be out for at least 3 or 4 months. You know, when you have knee surgery, man, that ain't a quick recovery.
Oh yeah, that's easily gonna be anything between 4 and 6 months. And this is the thing, is like you have to give him a rehab period, because part of rehab period, what people don't know, is actual game time. So you have to allow him to get back into game fitness, match practice, and you know, see if he comes back to his best. So there's a long road to recovery.
Yeah, 100%, man. He's going to be a big miss as well, because like I said, everything that we've done that's good this season has come through him. Even if he hasn't scored, he's a problem, innit? He can just run at people and people just start flapping. Yeah, and then he drags defenders out of positions, which is why Odegaard scored 6 goals. Saka's scoring, Martinelli's scoring, Xhaka's scoring, even Partey's scoring. Right, it's mad. So yeah, taking him out, we ain't got another player in the team like him, which is kind of mad, because we're now a lot lighter than we were before his injury. And this is the thing, I've seen a lot of people saying, oh yeah, that he should be in the World Cup squad. I want to see all of our players go to the World Cup. Then they're all sitting there jail when they don't play, and then when they play, they're injured. They're all crying. Like, make your minds up. Like, a footballer could get injured any given game time. Like,
doesn't even have to be game time, training. Look at Nkunku.
Smith Rowe got done in a warm down, and he's been out for months.
Nkunku had to have knee surgery because of what Camavinga done to him before the World Cup in training.
How long was he out for?
He's out for 3 months.
And there you go. So Jesus will be out for at least 3. At least 3. And the thing is, when you come back, you've got to be careful as well, because there's so many other injuries you can do off of the back of a knee injury.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and you don't want to rush him back. Right, and it's December now, so that's what, January, February, March, by which time the Europa League kicks in. He ain't going to be fully match fit, so we're probably not going to see him till April. Yeah, that's if it's 3 months. If it's 4 months, we ain't seeing him for the rest of the season.
But you see, with him, like, because one thing I notice about Jesus is his resiliency up here. He seems to be like a very mentally strong kind of player. So don't be surprised if he does try and force himself to come back early. But it wouldn't surprise me if he did come back in time and hit the ground running, because you can just see from a mental perspective, that's what he is.
This comment's got me cracking up. The siren was Eddie's ambulance rushing to give our season life support. Oh, that's hilarious. I can't lie. That's mad. Oh, this is true as well. Tierney got injured getting out of the shower.
Mental.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. I remember, I think it was Tony Adams got injured falling down the stairs at home, or falling out the loft or something. I think it was in the loft. Maybe he was pissed. I don't know. I think it was him. It was him or Keown.
Yeah, something like that.
They spanked.
And Rooney got knocked out by his mate and couldn't play the game on the weekend or something crazy like that. Do you remember when he done the celebration? Because it was because of that.
Yeah, it's mad. Well, that's the thing. Like, obviously, we're desperate to get players back, but bro, if there was ever a time to get a player injured, it's right before the window opens. You know, the only downside to that is everyone knows that we now need a striker. Yeah, so they're going to put the price up. Not that I give a fuck; it ain't my money. But Arsenal apparently lost money. Yeah, they've made a 45 million loss. So I don't know why that story's come out now. The Athletic put it out there. We know the Athletic ignore off everything the football club do.
Dave Ornstein, innit?
Yeah, Pornstein, bruv. Yeah, Pornstein. Yeah, pawning himself out. Like, I can't stand that bloke. But it's funny that story's come out just before Jesus. We find out that he had surgery. Do you know what I mean? It's like he gets injured. All of a sudden, Arsenal have made losses of 45 million.
Yeah, the timing's always convenient, bruv. And I thought that as well. I thought this is their way of not trying to spend some money in January, possibly.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%, bro. It's mad. Hey, is this true? Is this Dave Besson was out for 18 months trying to control the salad cream bottle falling out of the cupboard? Is that true?
I don't even know. Dave Besson was 90s, isn't it? Yeah, bro, that's going way back. I wouldn't even know, bro. You know what I mean? I weren't reading newspapers back then. There weren't none of the Google and all this now.
Yeah, Tinny was out for 3 months by slipping in the shower. I don't know what was slipping in the shower.
Yeah, that immortal technique comment. Kaziragi was a sad one. Pierluigi Kaziragi, that injury, bro. That guy was a player as well, and then boom, he was finished.
Mad, isn't it?
But he stayed on. He stayed on as a coach, I think, for several years, and apparently he was a good one as well. So,
see, this is the thing. I've seen a lot of big up Doodoo, man. I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans saying we should go and get Depay. I don't know, man. Like, it's cheap, but I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure on him, mate. Like, I've never had him in that elite level or that like top level. Like, he's a good player, but
he's the profile that suits you. Given that Jesus is your number 9, although he's a skillful player, but not as press resistant as Jesus, but he does fit that mold. But for me, again, like there would be other options ahead of him, like João Felix. If he's available, I'd be looking to sign him over Depay, for example. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I think he would suit you a lot more. Very technically gifted, very intelligent as well. He's a tricky customer. I think he'd suit you guys. Hopefully, you don't sign him though.
Yeah, Felix is a baller. I can't lie, but he's going to cost big money, man. Big.
No, well, Atletico apparently are willing to sell, and it's going to be less than 100 million. So let's see.
Last time we spent big money, mate, we know what happened there. He's now on loan in France.
Oh yeah, true.
Hey, that is true, man. Besson dropped a 2-kilo glass bottle of salad cream on his foot, severing a tendon in his big toe. He missed 8 weeks of the season. Bro, why the fuck have you got a 2-kilo glass bottle of salad cream?
That was my next question. That is weird, fam.
Mate, why would you have 2-kilo glass bottle of salad cream? That's a bit off key. That is proper off key. I can't lie. Yeah, Ivan Toney's the one I'd go for, real talk. But then again, there's all that betting scandal and that in it. So, like, you know, Arsenal ain't going to go anywhere near that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. Don't know who else is there. Mitrovic, but then would Fulham sell him? And if they did, it's going to be stupid dough.
In January, I don't think you'll find him much. I think your better option is to stick Martinelli as that number 9 and go for a winger.
Yeah, Zaha's available. 6 months left, and he's only just turned 30. He could do a job, and he could play up front.
Yeah, another forward that can play all 3 positions.
And he wouldn't have to move house. He can literally stay where he lives, bro. And just
it's easy move. Oh yeah, also Balogun as well. What about him? He's doing all right over in France.
Smashing it in France, to be fair. Yeah. Balogun's better than Eddie, but I don't know, man. We need signing. We definitely need signing. We've got to go and buy some players in January. If we don't, man, then I can see us folding. I can't lie.
Yeah, if you don't sign in January, they go bye title.
Oh, all day long.
Especially especially with the way things stand now of your injuries, bye title. And God forbid that Thomas Partey gets an injury. That's another position I keep telling Arsenal fans you can't forget, because Partey is injury prone, whether you like it or not. You have to back that up with quality.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, we need a DM all day long. Caicedo's the guy, bro. Caicedo's the guy. Yeah, but I'm like the thing is, we've been so good this season, but then like you look at one injury and all of a sudden it's a different landscape, isn't it? It's like we're like literally sitting there thinking we're fucked. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
well, that
even
was
though he ain't
Chelsea,
scored,
innit?
even though he ain't scored a million goals and all of that, he is our main guy in terms of attacking. Yeah,
That's
because
Chelsea,
he's the
innit?
one that leads everything. Yeah,
Once
Chelsea are the same.
once
Mm.
Reece James is injured, goodbye season. It's all over.
Yeah, it's crazy. What about a front two of Martinelli and Eddie? I don't want to see Eddie anywhere near the team, Eric. I can't lie. I don't want to see him anywhere near this team. Yeah, if anything, just swap him for Zaha. Just phone up Palace and say, right, you can have Eddie and Nketiah. We're having Zaha. He ain't signing the contract. We want him. You can have Eddie in return. Yeah, just do a straight swap. Yeah, because in that way, at least we've got Zaha up front. He's very rarely injured. Yeah, and he can play in all three positions. And then we've still got Martinelli on the wing. But then, knowing our luck, we're signing Zaha and he'll get fucking injured in the first game. It'd be mad. That's what's going to happen. Something like that. We'll go and buy a player. He'll get fucking injured in the warm up for a first game or something.
Isn't that what happened with Ferreira? No, not Ferreira. Vieira. This new Vieira that you just signed.
No, he was injured. He was injured before he got here.
Oh, okay.
We love doing that, didn't we? Kim Kallstrom, Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira had a protective boot on as a precaution. Yeah. Oh, you don't wear a protective boot as a precaution. What are you chatting about? Yeah. And then we didn't see him for about fucking 2.5 months. Right. Do you know what I mean? We signed a player with a protective boot on. How'd you pass the medical?
Denis Suarez as well.
It's crazy. Yeah, Denis Suarez was another one, injured. Kim Kallstrom, broken back. Arsenal got a long line of fucking bad history in transfer windows, mate. It's not good. Yeah, and I'm hoping that Edu's pulling his finger out and not sitting on a fucking jet ski in the Bahamas or something. Right. Just go and sign fucking Zaha. Not that
let me close the window because
close
the window. There's music coming through.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I don't particularly rate Zaha that highly. I don't think he's like top, but he's better than Eddie and Nketiah, and that shouldn't be the benchmark, but he's fucking light years clear of Eddie and Nketiah. Yeah, and when he's good, he's really good, isn't he? So yeah, I think maybe go and get him. I think we should go and get him. But I don't know, man. I don't know. There's plenty of players out there. It's just going and finding one, isn't it? Ronaldo is available. I don't want that fucking underwear model anywhere near my club, mate.
Yeah, he'll fold your season single-handedly.
Bro, look how many managers he's fallen out with in the last 2 months. He's fallen out with the national manager and Ten Hag. So he's now got a football club, and his international career is sitting on the bench now, coming on the second half.
He's tarnished his reputation.
Yeah, it's mad.
And Dudu, that DM from Morocco, his name is Sofiane Amrabat, and he's going to probably be going to Liverpool.
Mate, he looks mad. I can't lie. He does look crazy, bro. Yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. Yeah, I don't want Ronaldo anywhere near us. Yeah, he will literally derail everything. And it'll be everyone looking up to him going, oh, it's Ronaldo, it's Ronaldo. No. Let him go and fucking rot in Saudi Arabia, bruv. Let him get his bank balance up another couple of 100 mil and off the radar. Nobody cares. Like, literally, nobody cares. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, Leroy Sané we were linked to the other day. I don't know, man. I don't know why he'd want to leave there, if I'm honest.
Didn't he just sign a new contract as well? Or was that Gnabry?
I think that was Gnabry. Yeah, that was Gnabry. Yeah, he's on 350 a week or 320 a week or something. Oh, why would he leave Bayern to come play for Arsenal? That don't make any sense. Before we wrap this up, England do have a game at the weekend, Saturday night against the French. And what do you make of it, man? Are we going to beat them? How do we stop Mbappe scoring? How do we stop Griezmann pulling the strings? How do we beat them?
French
I'm going to be quick while you speak, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. For me, French are the favourites, but on the day, anything can happen. We're at a quarterfinals of a major competition. I respect France's quality. It's not about just stopping Mbappe, quite rightly. Like you said, we've got to think about Ousmane Dembele. We've got to think about Griezmann. We've got to think about Oli Giroud. Several top quality threats in that team. And it's as simple as Gareth Southgate, in the middle of it, while keeping in mind these players, at the same time, he can't be a coward. He cannot be a coward. Absolutely not. because we've got enough quality in this team to hurt them going the other way as well. 100%. It's not just about what France can do. Granted, Mbappe's been lighting things up, but as a collective, as a team, we can hurt anybody on our day. And I really, really hope Gareth Southgate does not adopt this cowardly, overly pragmatic performance, trying to, step things into extra time. No, try and get the job done. If you want to do it first 45 minutes and contain, go into the second half without France scoring. For me, I think that would be great. But in that second half, come out of containing France, step forward a bit, push the line up high, and really try and make opportunities and threaten their goal. Because when you look at their defense, it's not what it was in the 90s and that. You got Lloris in goal, for goodness sakes. One of the most error-jittery goalkeepers going around. Test him. Do you know what I mean? Varane, up and down season. Test him. Do you know what I mean?
Their midfield's not great either.
It's not great, exactly. Rabiot, they've got no Kante there. They've got no Pogba there. Who is it there? Rabiot, Griezmann's playing. And Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni, good tournament. Griezmann, exceptional. To adapt the way he has from those forward positions and to drop back into CM in the way he's been performing, exceptional. I've got to rate it 100%.
Yeah, man. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but I don't have any faith in this manager whatsoever.
I don't. That's my problem.
Yeah, look, this is a good comment as well. The USA midfield wasn't good either. And that game was one of the worst games I've ever watched.
Go to this unknown person comment. Goonie, you let Rance convince you that Mbappe wouldn't carry France to a World Cup. Bet you regret that now. Well, I still stand by it.
Have they won it yet?
Well, exactly. One, have they won it yet? Two, fair play. Mbappe's been scoring his goals, but you cannot tell me that Griezmann, Ousmane Dembele have not been key to his success. Even Giroud, all three of them. It's all a team. You can't just stick it on Mbappe. But I hear what you're saying, though.
Yeah, it's not like they've been totally shit and then Mbappe's dragged them out the mire.
That's what I mean.
Griezmann's been brilliant. So's Giroud. Yeah, and Dembele's been pretty good as well.
Exactly.
All three of them. Yeah, all three of them have been good. The thing is, where you can get at France is their midfield. Yeah, but then you have to be on it in midfield. Yeah, but you can also get them down the wing. Yeah, diagonal cross balls, man, from left to right, right to left. Yeah, because they play so high up, they're fullbacks. Yeah, you can get at them. It's like playing Man City. Like when you play Man City, if you quickly ping a 60-yard diagonal, to your left winger or right winger, their fullback's out of position.
So based on that, we've got to go with a front three of Rashford on that left, Kane down that middle,
and Saka.
If we're gonna burn them with pace, that's what we've got to go with. 100%.
Yeah, Rashford's got to start in this game. Real talk. As much as I like Foden, and Foden's level is better than Rashford.
Yeah,
I think that you got to start Rashford in this game because their fullbacks are so high. Yeah, that as soon as you get a quick turnover, just bang straight down there, bang it into Kane, and then quick round the corner ball or just diagonal ball straight over the top.
Yeah, absolutely. And Declan Rice cannot think about roaming too far forward and not getting back like what he did against the USA. Cannot. He has to consistently be there to show for the ball. He's definitely got to protect that defense like no other, bro. 100%.
Mate, it's going to get mad though, mate, because Harry Maguire will probably cost us this game. He was shocking.
Penalty all day, yeah, bruv. Penalty. He'll probably give away a penalty. Giroud playing off him.
He scored in the first minute or second minute. Yeah, because he was ball watching. And then the guy just ran in and he managed to get a toe on it in the end, or the guy went to cut in and come off his knee back to the keeper. Yeah, and I was just like, at the times him and John Stones gave the ball away in that first half was crazy. Yeah, we do that against this lot, we're going to get destroyed. It could be embarrassing. So, I don't know, man. You never know. You never know. If we beat these, then who do we have after that? Argentina or Holland? So, yeah, man, we could potentially.
If we beat France, yeah, for me, nothing less than a final is acceptable. Nothing less than a final is acceptable.
If we get to the final, I want to win it.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think we will get to the final. I don't think we're beating France, but you never know, man. Football's weird. Who would have thought that Morocco would have got this far? Who would have thought that that Japan would have got out the group? Who would have thought Australia would have got out the group? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's mad. It's crazy, bro. Football fucks people up. Like the predictions are just all over the place. Nobody can predict anything in this world.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Mbappe's ability to walk through defenses is what sets him apart. Henry did a nice breakdown on his talent recently. Mbappe is Henry. He's definitely not 2.0 in my opinion, and I'm not a big fan of Mbappe, but loved Henry. Mbappe, for me, is a tear down from Thierry Henry. Thierry
I
Henry
think
was
his
a
levels
different
down
break.
from Omri. He ain't even a tier. He's 3 tiers.
Maybe, yeah, exactly. Exactly. A tear is generous. This guy Henry was a different kettle of fish, mate. You're an Arsenal fan. I shouldn't be telling you this. You already know. But for me, Mbappe hasn't reached that level yet. He hasn't. And I don't think, and if he doesn't,
He won't reach that level.
yeah,
He's
and if he
not
doesn't, it's not even a disrespect to him. Henry was that good. Like it's just not.
That's the thing. Omri was fucking everything, man. He had a great first touch. Yeah, he was strong. He was quick. Yeah, his reading of the game was insane. Like Mbappe the other night, I watched. I see his 2 goals. I watched that half where he scored the 2 goals. I didn't see the first half, but I watched the. I watched from when he scored his first goal through to the end. Yeah, and bro, the amount of times in that second half he was giving the ball away. Yeah, and then he goes bang, goal, bang, goal, and it's like, oh, he's the best player on the. No, he weren't the best player on the pitch. And that's not a dig at Eric. Eric's sound as fuck. Yeah, but he ain't the best player in that team. Dembele's better than him.
Exactly. The guy, I was just about to say the guy on the other side.
Griezmann's better than him.
This is what I'm saying. When we're talking actual football players with the ball at their feet, these 2 guys are better than him. But now, when we're talking about positioning and scoring goals, Mbappe's clearer them. But that's his job. Do you know what I mean? He's clearer them, and there's no arguing that. But now, here's another thing as well. I know it's a little bit off topic. I hate the comparisons of Mbappe and Haaland. I hate it.
There's no comparison. Mbappe's a better footballer.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? It's Henry versus Van Nistelrooy all over again.
Yeah, what fans are trying to do and what the media are trying to do is try and get another rivalry like Ronaldo Messi. That's all it is, because they know that them 2 are coming to the end of their careers. One's already dusted, yeah, and the other one is still bagging and still playing well and still getting man of the match performances, but he's nearly done. Yeah, let's be real with it. I've loved watching Messi. I've watched his whole career.
Yeah,
but he's not the Messi he was 3, 4, 5 years ago. Yeah, against Australia the other night, it was fucking awesome. Yeah, but he can't do that to that level every single week. Can't do it. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, they're trying to make the next rivalry. So what's the easiest way to do it? 2 young lads, yeah, that are fucking bagging for fun. Yes, it's let's make a rivalry.
Yeah, and this is the thing, Lee. One's a striker, one's a forward. Where's Mbappe been playing this whole competition? Have you seen him play?
Yeah.
So why are we comparing the 2 players? Yeah, Haaland is a striker, fox in a box kind of guy. Do you know what I mean? If you give him an opportunity, ball falls to him, he's scoring. Give him anything within 25 yards as he's supposed to as a striker, he's going to be deadly. Exactly, 100%. And that's his job to a T. And he's the best in the world currently at it. Yeah, but that's that position. Yeah, if you want to talk about forwards, Mbappe, now you're talking Mbappe's kind of forte. Yeah, a man that can operate out wide, can come inside when he wants to, can switch flanks, can isolate players and beat them sometimes. Do you know what I mean? That's his job. It's not Haaland's job to do that. So the comparisons need to stop.
Yeah, fact. Absolute fact, bro. Yeah, listen, Mbappe is a very good player. Yeah, but he will never get to the Henry level. Never.
No, he's not technical enough.
And I looked the other day, somebody left a comment on one of my videos saying Messi's only got so many goals because of how many years he's played or something. And I was like, what a fucking dumb comment to leave on my video. Right. It's only because he's 35. I thought, what are you fucking chatting about? So I worked out how many goals, right? Because it came up. That was his 1,000th game the other night, Messi. And he scored 789 goals in 1,000 games for club and country. Bro, what fucking player is getting that many goals? 789 goals.
It's not happening. That's
46 goals a year, bro. 46 a year average. Right. Now take out let's say take out the last couple of years for Messi. Let's take out the last 5 years. He's probably averaging 60 goals a season. Do you know what I mean? Bro, he scored 91 or 92 in a fucking calendar year.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and he was winning Champions League finals on his ones and that. Like, the guy's just a joke.
Insane.
Yeah, to score that many goals, there's nobody out there for club and country. Number one, Haaland don't play for a country that's of a high standard.
Yeah, exactly. That's number one.
So that's straight away shaving fucking probably 15 goals a year off of his record straight away. Yeah, and now he's got to go and bag 40, 50 goals a season to even be in that conversation. He's got to do it for 15 years.
Exactly.
Ain't happening. Never happening, mate. Never happening. Same as Ronaldo. Listen, as much as I diss Ronaldo, and I don't like him as a footballer, you got to rate the goals.
Yeah, no one can take that legacy.
It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, nobody is ever going to get that level of goals ever again. But them two are just different level for goals. The reason Messi's better is Messi ain't even a striker. He's the best creative midfielder on the planet. Even now he's got the best vision out of any modern footballer.
I'm glad you said that.
Bro, it's true. Go and have a look. I've been lucky and blessed enough that I've seen his whole career.
Yeah.
Bro, that guy's vision and passing to this day is still nobody's near him.
I remember when he first came on.
He rarely loses the ball.
We all remember his debut on ITV Champions League settings, bruv. Yeah, when he came in, bro, absolutely tore the place apart. Immediately, it was, who is this guy? Can we sign him? Everybody said.
Bro, when he scored his first goal for Barca, Ronaldinho, do you remember it? He scooped it over the defense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Messi had just come on. He was 17. He pinged it in. It was offside. 40 seconds later, bro, Ronaldinho scoops the ball over the defense again. He banged it in.
Messi's through, yeah.
I was saying this to Rance yesterday. That was like, when you're humble with it and you're coming towards the end of your career, you don't do what Ronaldo's doing. Yeah, and starts throwing a wobbly. You say, this is the next fucking big star. There's the baton.
Yeah. That's what Ronaldinho did.
He did, bro.
Yeah, you see him, he's next in it. Like,
and I remember that goal, that Maradona goal he scored. I think it was Getafe. Bro, he was 19 years old. Nutmeg 1, nutmeg 2. That in 2 players there, he nuts them both, bro. Then he was gone. Jinking, I was like, fuck. I remember watching that game on telly when it was happening. Yeah, I was just sitting there like, nah, this guy is just not real. It's like when you're playing a PlayStation or something.
Yeah. That's how they used to talk about him. Even the commentators said he's like a little PlayStation game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Bro, we'll never see anything like him ever again. Like, he was just a fucking joke. In my lifetime, I'll never see a player that good, ever. Yeah, and that's why when people sit there and say to me, oh, you have to rate this player, you have to rate that player, you have to rate this player. Why can't you rate this player? You've got an agenda. Mate, my agenda is I've seen the greatest of all times. All of them. In any position, I can name you 10 right backs that are fucking better than any right back will ever be in the rest of my life. I can name you fucking 100 centre backs that nobody's ever going to get
centre backs easy.
Centre backs just go for every Italian team in the 90s.
Exactly. You just go to Syria and go from team with 1 to 20 and name every centre back.
Then straight away, there's 60 centre backs or 80 centre backs straight away. Like, bro, it's mad. It's actually mad. But then you go midfielders and that, yeah, bro. The midfielders that we grew up watching, there's no one in that fucking league, mate. Like,
not a single player.
The last greats of midfield were probably Xavi and Iniesta. Unless I'm missing.
That was the end. That was the end
as well. Modric as well. But that's the end. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you look at modern football right now, yeah, where are these goats coming from? Where is out of all the players we've seen in our lifetimes? Look at modern football. Doesn't matter just Premier League, but global football. Where can you sit there and say, right, 100% with my chest, that guy, when he retires, is going to be GOAT status?
They've coached it out of the game. They've taken it out of the game, Lee, bruv, because you know what they're looking for now? They're looking at athletes, bro. Athletes with half a decent touch, but can run 100 meters in less than 10 seconds or 11 seconds, yeah, or is a physical specimen. Back in the day, yeah, where do you get your Maradonas? And I'm not putting all of these players in the same category, but if you notice, there's a pattern with these players I'm talking about. Your Maradonas, your Wayne Rooney's, your Ronaldinhos. These guys are made in the streets. Rooney will tell you how we got so good was the ball on the wall.
Yeah, oh yeah, with tennis balls and all of that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Pele used to do kick-ups with mangoes and things like that. Like all of these things, football. These are where the Mavericks come from. And when you go into academy football now, you just see like these things are not encouraged.
They're like robots now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not encouraged no more. So some of these players that you're even seeing with a reputation over in Brazil or Portugal or Spain, who show that flair, they come in and it's all gone.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. There's no one in modern football that I look at and think, wow. Like, there's players I like, yeah, like Mahrez and players like that. Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
fuck me, he's really good, but bro, they're not in the GOAT status. Never. As much as I like Mahrez, like he's not in that category, bro. If you can name a fucking 100, well, maybe not 100, but you could name maybe 20 players that have played in his position over the years that are fucking levels clear of Mahrez. Yeah, but that's why I like Mahrez, because he is a throwback to like a street baller, isn't he?
Even guns. I think the last of those wingers that we're about to see is Neymar. To be honest, I mean, Hazard's gone. Neymar, you just gotta hope Martinelli keeps doing what he's doing and
Sanchez is finished.
Yeah,
Alexis is finished.
all of these guys, like we've got you, they're all gone. They're gone now, bruv.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, we've been very lucky, man. Yeah, Ian Robin. Yeah, there's another one. It was the other one, Ribery as well, bro. They were just a piss take.
Robin, I had the privilege to watch this guy week in, week out at Chelsea Football Club. And to me, he's one of the best players I have ever seen play for Chelsea. When he left Chelsea, I was devastated. He was insane. Yeah, he was insane, Robin. He was so quick, bro. You see, like when you're there live or watching it, right? When Robin used to pick up the ball or there was a counter attack, the way your head would move so fast because of how quick he was, it was ridiculous. It was like Theo Walcott, bruv. It was like Theo Walcott, bro. Do you remember that? Do you remember that time where Theo Walcott he ran onto the ball? The cameraman couldn't even keep up with him.
Mate, I remember when he came on against Barcelona. I was at the game, yeah, and I think we were 2-2. No, we were 2-1, and then we got a penalty, and Cesc scored with a broken leg. Bruv, I think even Messi said at the end of the game, yeah, like that guy scared the shit out of us. He didn't say it in that way, but he was like that guy. But this was a young Theo, a raw young Theo, yeah. And he came on. Even my sister texted me while I was at the game. I remember it. She goes, "Who's this kid that's rapid?" I was like, "That's Theo Walker." She goes, "He's fucking lightning." I said, "You should see him live." Like,
this guy was ridiculous, but Theo Walcott was running 100 meters in like 10.5 or something. Shit, that's Olympic speed, bruv.
Mad, isn't it? It's mad. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, but it's crazy that like when you look at some of these footballers, like you're just like, how the fuck have you nicked a living out of football? Like this modern era. Gareth Bale was sick as well. Yeah, Gareth Bale. He was different. Bad.
He's another one I got to see a few times live in the flesh when he was playing at Tottenham. He was different gravy, that guy, man.
But they had a good team back then. They just never won anything. They had Modric in that as well, didn't they?
Modric. At one point, they had Modric, Berbatov, Bell in the same team, big man.
Yeah, mad. And they
still never won nothing. Yeah, I'm
crazy. You. Jonathan Woodgate, he would have been fucking sick if he weren't always injured.
If he weren't always injured as well.
He actually scored their last, the winner last time against you lot, wasn't it? Last time they won the trophy.
He was a proper centre back. Him, Ledley King as well. That's another one. He could have been a great, in my opinion. If he wasn't as injured as often as he was.
Hey, Henry said that's the hardest defender he's ever been against.
Everyone said it.
Because Henry's played against.
Wasn't he out for like a whole season and played the final?
Yes, mate, he was mad. He used to have his own fucking. He never used to do fucking ball work in training. He used to fucking do swimming pool work. Like he just walk in a swimming pool and stuff, man. It was fucking mad. Yeah, Joe Cole's another one. Joe Cole was sick.
He was.
Yeah, Joe Cole was so good, man. But bro, where are these players now? Like Zola again. Like Zola's in my top 3 Premier League players of all time, mate. Yeah, I caused controversy when I said Henry weren't in the top 3. I put fucking Bergkamp, Zola, and Cantona.
My good mate Leon Knight. Some of you might know him, some of you might not. Who used to play for Chelsea. He's told me some stories about players like Joe Cole and Gianfranco Zola and some of the stuff that he used to see in training. This guy trained with Marcel Desailly and World Cup winners and that, so he's seen some shit in football. So some of the stories that I hear, incredible. He said, Gianfranco Zola used to take like 100 free kicks after every training session, 100 on the right, 100 on the left foot, right? And he had like literally like 1% backlift, if that, on any of the free kicks. And it would absolutely rattle the crossbar and you could hear it all the way on the other side, on the old training ground where they used to get changed. They said that this guy was built differently and these calves, he's like,
he had Grealish level calves.
Leon was like, if you lot thought Jack Grealish had big calves, Gianfranco Zola's was a next thing, but they look like flipping quads and that. But you can well believe it, bro. It's a different era of football.
Bro,
But
do you
again,
remember when he went to Great Ormond Street? You must remember this. He went and he see that little boy that was ill.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
when
of
you were playing
course.
Norwich the next game, and he said, "Yo, I'm going to score a special goal for you, bro." Imagine the confidence, to go and tell a kid that's on his deathbed, right, that supports you, loves you, his heroes turned up at his deathbed, right, is seriously fucking ill. I'm going to score a
I
great
think
goal.
what he actually said. I think
that was
what
when he scored that
said,
back heel fucking off the corner, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think what he actually said is like, "I'm going to score one of the best goals in my career just for you." I think
Yeah,
that's
something
what
like
he
that. It
said.
was like
something
he
mad
put
like
himself,
that.
bro. Imagine if he didn't score. Like that kid must be thinking, "What, bro?" But that is the levels we're dealing with,
Him.
bro. That was, I don't know who whipped that corner in, but the corner's come in. He's jumped and he's back heel volleyed it top bins. You're like, "Fuck off, man!" Like I don't know who crossed the ball. I don't know who it was. I can't remember.
The name's on the top, bro. It's gonna come to me in like 2 minutes, bruv. But the name's right there. I'm gonna just shout it out randomly. I always do things like that, but fucking hell.
Mate, it's mad. Yeah, Cazorla was cold. Cazorla was a sick footballer, mate. Yeah, that guy's sick. He's still playing now. It's mad.
Bro, like, you remember like Paolo Di Canio's and that?
Bro, Di Canio, do you remember Janino? Yeah, Janino as well, man.
Janino, yeah.
The one at Middlesbrough. We used to have all of the bad boy ballers at Middlesbrough and that. Do you remember?
Yeah, Middlesbrough, they signed some bad boy players. Juninho was a baller, mate. Proper. There was 2 Juninhos in it. There was that one, and then there was the free kick specialist Juninho, who used to just come on and take free kicks and score. Remember what he done to Valdez?
Bro, but this is the thing. That era will never be fucking beaten, mate. It will never be beaten. Yeah, and the thing is, the pitches were shit. Yeah, the physios were shit. Yeah, the technology was shit.
The refs didn't give a shit.
The refs didn't give a shit. You could just kick the lumps out of him. David Ginola's another one, bro. That guy was amazing.
Different gravy, bro. David Ginola. This is now we're talking about artists. That's like the Berbatov and Matt Letizia mode kind of players. Just play football with a paintbrush.
Another one. Mendieta, another one. Do you remember Mendieta? What a
player. Mendieta, another one.
We've probably listed in this chat, between everyone in this fucking chat, we've probably just listed 100 greats already.
Easy.
Yeah, you're trying to fucking shoehorn fucking someone. Deco, there's another one.
Deco was another one. At Porto and Barca, he was.
You'll know this one. You'll remember this one. Georgie Kinkladze at Man City.
Kinkladze as well. Come on,
man used to break ankles for fun.
Yeah, man. These guys, we went through the best era of the Premier League, man. 100%.
Yeah, look at this. Ravanelli scored something like 30 goals in the season.
Ravanelli in that. Wasn't he like 45 playing for Middlesbrough with his like white hair?
He had his fucking white hair when he was about 18. Was smacking it at Sampdoria and that. Yeah. Yeah, Aaron Winter as well. That's a throwback, bro. That's a proper throwback.
Aaron Winter, Tony Yeboah, this guy with his
Tony Yeboah. Remember that fucking? He used to have a goal of the month every single month.
He scored the same goal twice. I think twice in a row.
Yeah, slaps it off the crossbar on the volley.
Yeah, I think the second one he was beaten by Steve McManaman, who made an absolute stupid run for Liverpool and scored a ridiculous.
Bro, that's another bad boy.
Yeah,
you know what? He's got God status in Madrid. You know that.
Well, yeah, McManaman, he was a bad boy.
Bro, there's not many fucking overseas players from England, that go to Madrid or any club around the world and have God status. There's not many. Kevin Keegan's got it. Yeah, Kevin Keegan, Glenn Hoddle. Yeah, they've got it. But McManaman, mate, you ask any Madrista about McManaman that's of an age that knew of him, not this new school. Yeah, fucking bro, they'll say it's one of the greatest players we've ever had.
Yeah. They'd be like, who the bro? Some of them even say to this day, who the fuck is Ryan Giggs? We had McManaman.
Here's another bad boy, Stoichkov.
Stoichkov, bro. Are you mad?
It was the other one, man. Fucking Hadji. Hadji was a bad man.
Yeah, Mustafa Hadji. His son plays for Fiorentina now, but nowhere near.
He used to play for Rangers, isn't it? The kid.
Same, huh?
The kid used to play for Rangers. The son.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Shevchenko. That's what I'm saying. Crespo, Shevchenko, Del Piero, bro. We're just naming fucking Van Basten. We're naming elite level.
Man said Boban as well. Like, bro, these players here.
Hey, Steve Ball, and people are laughing at. Steve Ball was a bad man. Yeah, bro, that guy was fucking sick. The amount of games he didn't play for England is a joke. Like, that guy should have been the fucking first name on the team sheet for England every single time England played. Yeah, mad. Rijkaard, Batistuta, he's one of my favourite strikers ever, man.
Batistuta, bro, fuck getting in the way of one of his shots. Clean.
Bro, I remember going to Wembley when Fiorentina slapped us up at Wembley, bro. He scored a fucking mad goal that day. Yeah, crazy. Inzaghi, Pipo Inzaghi, man. Come on. Fucking
Yeah,
look.
offside.
People want to tell me about fucking the underwear model. Get in the bin. Fucking
But
Patrick Kluivert,
listen,
another
you see them days of Inzaghi, there was the artful dodger and there was the offside dodger, cuz. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
Hey, when it Fergie that said Inzaghi, yeah, he's born offside.
Bro, his movement was so mad. And if there was VAR, I swear down, he'd have half the goals.
Half of his goals would have been chalked off.
Yo.
Yeah, Batistuta was sick. Same with Varane as well, man. Didn't really do it in the Premier League, but still a sick player, man.
Yeah, they sabotaged him at United, bruv. Keane and them man would not play through him, bro. They was always like, Paul Scholes is our guy. You can't be the main guy here, fam. So
Yeah,
they got him out of it.
Fact. All right, listen, we are going to wrap this up, people. I've got a video to record. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That'll be coming out tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Tomorrow, Arsenal play Lyon. I think I'm on with Terry at 1 o'clock. He's flown out to Qatar. Big up to him, man. Big up to him. Yeah, he's fucking smashed it in the last 12, 18 months on his channel. He's killing it. So big up to him, man. He's currently in the air as far as I know. He's a clickbait little fucker, though. I can't lie. His last video was, I'm leaving or something.
Yeah.
So everyone's going, what? Terry's leaving? Yeah, I'm leaving to go to Qatar.
Yeah, proper.
But yeah, man, he's smashed it. But I think I'm on with him at 1 o'clock tomorrow. As soon as that finishes, I'll be on a watch along for Arsenal Lyon. I'll be doing player ratings, fan cams, the lot. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll be the same again next Tuesday. I refuse to pay Arsenal website the 10 quid for the 2 games. So big up Total Sportec. Hopefully that website's got the game showing live. If not, I'm going to have to pay the 10 quid. It is what it is. But yeah, man, big up to Magne, man. He says, what you got coming up? There you go, bro. I've got watch along, player ratings, fan cams with Kenny and Jez. So yeah, man, we've got a bit coming up. I'll have that video at 8 a.m. in the morning UK time as well. Goonie, always a pleasure, man. What you got coming up?
Probably gonna get back on it. England versus France, obviously. If anything, I'll be active on the TikTok. So make sure you follow Mad Knows Football on that. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, just make sure you subscribe, people. You get me?
Yeah, man. Yeah, come on. The link is in the title. For anybody who doesn't know and wants to watch the Arsenal game, it's 10 quid, 10 English pounds sterling to watch the game on Arsenal website or Arsenal app. I don't know what the prices are in all your different currencies, but it's £10 in English. So let me just double check 1 second.
Man said Litmanen. Raw.
Yari Litmanen. Yeah, bad man. He played for Liverpool, didn't he?
I think he did for a little bit, yeah.
How to watch Arsenal live in the Dubai Super Cup. It's on the website, yeah? It says, get your match pass now. Our usual match day coverage will begin with a breakdown live starting 30 minutes before each game, blah, 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 blah. For all the best coverage, watch League Gunners Watch Along. Fucking big up Arsenal. They put it on the website. You can now purchase both the games for just £9.99 or individually for £5.99. It's not available in certain countries. Them countries are the Middle East, North Africa, MENA region. It's not available in France. It's not available in Monaco. It's not available in Andorra. And the AC Milan game isn't accessible for those watching in Italy. Oh, that's a bit shit, isn't it? I was speaking to a Newcastle fan yesterday, and their pre-match friendlies before the Premier League starts again are free of charge. Just saying.
I think so. Ours are as well. I think Chelsea one is as well. I think
Man United play tonight. I think they play Cadiz. I could have gone to that. It's fucking 2 hours up the road. Could have fucking had a little look, but there we go. But yeah, so I'll be back again tomorrow watching that. But yeah, if you're from any of them countries or regions, it's not available. But I'm sure there'll be somewhere to watch it. There always is. If it's streamed somewhere, then somebody else will be streaming it. So yes. There we go. Arsenal they're shameless, bro. They're absolutely shameless. Listen, big up to everybody who's watched this live. Big up to everyone on playback as well. And make sure you support Goonie's channel. We've not even got 200 likes on this video. You lot are taking the piss. Like, real talk, 400 still here. We're not even on. Thoughts on the Dutch team, says Travis. I missed your super chat. I don't really know how to figure them out, bro. I can't lie. They're a bit weird, which is why they might win it. Which is why they might win it, bro. You never know, right? It could be a team. I said this. There could be a team, and I said this at the start of the tournament. There will be a team, yeah, that fucking comes from nowhere and gets quite far. Morocco could be that team, yeah, because I don't think anyone expected them to get this far anyway. So we shall see, man. But yeah, big up to everyone, and go back and check out the previous video that I dropped this morning. And we're over 200 likes now. Come on, get up to 250. There's 420 still here. If you ain't liked it, hit the like. Check out all the links in the description, TikTok and all of that, Facebook, Insta. And yeah, man, I'll be back again at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, UK time. And then I'm back with Terry at 1 p.m. UK. And then I'm straight onto a watch along for the Arsenal-Lyon game. So get to see what players are fit and available for that. And hopefully we can win the Dubai Cup. Yay! Anyway, on that bombshell, we're out of here. Adios, amigos.
Southgate out.
Where are? Ciao.